Right, hello there, welcome back to another hopefully interesting Transformers video. One of the old style Transformers three-piece sets this time. The 1988 release of the Triggerbots. Not released as a pack. That's a sly marketing there, you gotta collect them individually. So there's Backstreet, no jokes about Backstreet Boys. Override and Dogfight, probably more recognisable from their roles in the comics. I mean, that's all they had really. Particularly Backstreet had his own story in the Transformers 1989's annual. This one is just asking for a retool or remake kind of thing. Pretty good looking car or Transformer in general. But these are pretty much simplistically transformable. So I'm going to start with Backstreet. All right. Oh, I thought I wouldn't make those jokes. Yeah. So most, at least two of these have trigger mechanisms for the trigger element of them, basically. You're going to notice, yeah. First of all, that's it. That's a simple transformation. Now you notice wheels there, but no wheels there. They're just painted on, and for some reason it's just put there. But and as I mentioned, the trigger mechanism. There you go. That is pretty much it. Like I said, this character's probably due for an upgrade, a re-release kind of thing. But that's a pretty cool figure. Very simplistic, pretty simple, I guess. And I guess, yeah. But surprisingly, it does balance pretty good, despite the fact that it's got top heavy element to it. So, oh, there you go. You just realised he can't balance properly. Next is Override, probably more recognisable because he had a chunkier role in the Generation 2's comic. Right off the bat, you can see his chrome is rubbing off on that gun. It transforms into a motorcycle. Again, pretty simple. I can never remember if it's like that or the other way around. Just put that wheel down there. You know what? We're going to go... I think we're going to go with... Yeah, tell you what. We're going to go with that. And that bit just sits there. That's his legs, remember? And the... Yeah, just like Windsweeper from the Trigger Cons, he's got two spring-loaded pieces there. I'll just do them in unison. So that's looking pretty cool there. And of course, where would it be without dust? Yeah, I mean, pretty good colour scheme, kind of like Optimus Prime's colour scheme there. And a quick transformation. I mean, you can put the guns back as well. Oh, but they refuse to. And that wheel will just keep him from flopping backwards, I guess. And just for a laugh. Woo. Yep, that is Override and Dogfight, which unfortunately doesn't share the same transformation or spring-loaded mechanism as the other two. Quite like Ruckus, where you can put one arm up, but when you try and put them down, they do go up. I mean, there is a bit there for it. Like I said, more recognisable for their roles in the comics. And this one has his wheel well stashed between his legs. I mean, it's an okay looking jet, I guess. But it's very awkward to, I mean... yeah, I always seem to get this wrong. and you can just hear that spring-loaded element of it. I mean, that's okay, yes, but you can't do much with it. Yeah, that's the spring-loaded element. I mean, that's pretty funky. Kind of like Ruckus, I guess. I'll just show you that again. So that little mechanism, I bet it won't do it now. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty sweet as a jet. And put him back as he was. See, that's another problem. His arms just refuse. I mean, you can just keep him up like that, I guess, but I prefer to keep his arms down just so they don't bash anything on my shelf. You've got that very ugly bit there. It just sticks out. Again, these guys are due for an upgrade. I think Override had an upgrade recently on the Generations one. But I think that is pretty much all I have to say on that one. So there is Backstreet, Override, there's a little head bit, just a bit there. Right. Backstreet, Override, and Dogfight. Released in 1988. Set of 3 Triggerbots, sold separately, naturally. Obviously the whole gimmick there is just to have spring-loaded weapons, which is actually pretty good because normally weapons are separate pieces and they're more or less kibble. You spend most of the late years trying to track weapons down for certain pieces, but at least they're all complete there. And there were some Decepticon counterparts called the Trigger Cons, which were Ruckus, Windsweeper, and Crankcase. So I guess all characters need their counterparts, and I think that is all I have to say. And hit like and subscribe, and I'll keep making videos. And thank you for watching.